Hey guys, welcome to the channel and thank you for watching. The Premier League match week 22 is here. Can you believe it? Been like for years without the Premier League. Can you believe it? We have football almost every single day with the African Cup of Nations, the Asian Cup, the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, a lot of football, but the Premier League kind of disappeared out of the blue. But now we are back again, and this video is about my preview, and feel free to leave also your comment and let us know what you think about match week 22. If you want to help the channel, you can smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let me just remind you what is happening on the table so far after 21 days. Liverpool are top of the table with 48 points. Manchester City are second with 43 points, but they have one game in hand. Arsenal are third with 43 points. Aston Villa are fourth with 43 points, and the rest you can read yourself. Tottenham Hotspurs are fifth and still qualified for the Champions League so far, of course, 40 points. If you scroll down, you will see Chelsea are ninth, 31 points. Manchester United are eighth, 32 points. And the rest. Bottom of the table, Luton Town 18th, 16 points only. 19th we have Burnley with 12 points. And the 20th bottom of the table we have Sheffield United with only 10 points. And remember, Everton still fighting for their 10 points that were deducted by the Premier League. So we don't know if they're gonna win the case or not, so we're gonna have to wait and see what's gonna happen. Let's now go very quickly on some details. Tuesday, January the 30th, 2024, it's gonna be Nottingham Forest against Arsenal. The last game in the Premier League, Nottingham Forest actually lost against Brentford, and Arsenal destroyed Crystal Palace 5-1. So Arsenal got the momentum, but remember, Nottingham Forest are just like a boogie team for Arsenal. I'm afraid this is gonna be a draw 2-2. Fulham against Everton. Last game in the Premier League, Chelsea beat Fulham 1-0, and Everton drew against Aston Villa 0-0. Fulham playing home, Everton not doing that good. I'm afraid it's gonna be a 2-1 to Fulham. Moving on, Luton Town against Brighton. Luton Town, the last game in the Premier League, they drew 1-1 against Burnley, and Brighton also drew the last game 0-0. This one is gonna be very tough. It's going to be a 1-1 draw. Moving on, Crystal Palace against Sheffield United. Last game in the Premier League, Crystal Palace lost in the London derby 5-0 against Arsenal. Sheffield United drew against West Ham 2-2. And Roy Hodgson, I don't know why he's still in the job, or by the time you watch this video, he could be already gone. I don't know. Crystal Palace playing home They have very, very good players. I think they're going to win 2-1. All right, Aston Villa against Newcastle United. Last game in the Premier League, Everton against Aston Villa, it was 0-0. And Newcastle United actually lost against Manchester City 3-2. So Newcastle are really having some tough time now with injuries, suspensions and all that. And I think they're going to lose this game against Aston Villa 2-1. Moving on. Tuesday, January the 31st, 2024. What is going to happen? Manchester City against Burnley. The master against the student. Pep Guardiola against Vincent Kompany. But this is known, man. This is known. The question is how many goals City are going to be able to score. You know, it looks like they have some kind of pact where City always like smash them. Before even Vincent Kompany, right? Let's be honest. So we have to to just ask ourselves how many goals that is going to be. City 4, Burnley 1. Moving on. Spurs against Brentford. This is a London derby. Tottenham Hotspurs are out of all the cups and they have to win. In the Premier League, the Premier League is like the only chance they have to win a title. It's difficult, but it's not impossible. You never know. This is football. Never say never. In the last game in the Premier League, Manchester United against Tottenham Hotspurs, it was 2-2. And Brentford actually beat Nottingham Forest 2-1. Oh, 3-2, excuse me, with Ivan Toney comedy. Remember that. Okay, so I think this one... Tottenham Hotspurs 2, Brentford 1. Moving on. The last game on Wednesday is going to be between Liverpool and Chelsea. And I'm preparing an entire video about this game, so I don't have to take your time here. I think it's going to be another draw, a 2-2 draw, because they are the kings of draws. They always draw between them. But now that everybody want to apologize to Liverpool because of what happened against Tottenham Hotspurs at the beginning of the season. Looks like the referees, everybody want to do a favor to Liverpool. So it's going to be a draw or probably Liverpool to win it because they want to make sure that Klopp can win something because he's leaving at the end of the season. So the sympathy is there. It looks like all the stars are aligned. They even suspended referees not to referee certain games or all the games this season for Liverpool because Klopp complained. That tells you the integrity of this competition is questionable. So for me, it's going to be a 2-2 draw, but I'm not going to be surprised to see if Chelsea lose this game because of what I just said. Let's move on very quickly. On Thursday, February the 1st, 2024, West Ham against Bournemouth. What a game. West Ham against Bournemouth. Two teams that been, not that good the last few games. Bournemouth lost against Liverpool at home 4-0 in the Premier League last time. Sheffield United got 1 point. They share a point against West Ham. So both of them wanna win. And I think West Ham playing at home, London. Yeah, I think West Ham are going to win this one 2-1. And let's move on for the last game of match week 22. And it's going to be Wolves against Manchester United. United actually won a game in the FA Cup, and Anthony celebrated just like if he won the Champions League. He was shushing people, and it's just embarrassing, to be honest with you. Wolves, I'm afraid this game is going to be a 3-2 to Wolves. Yes, 3-2 to Wolves. I don't see really anything, particular when it comes to Manchester United. I know they got some players back from injuries, but the way Wolves are at home, they are completely different animal when they are playing home.